Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's Tuesday night and time for the return of XCAL Racing here on HTSAI Racing. It has been a bit, and the crowd is big as always. The track is full of drivers, and it wouldn't be an XCAL race without some drama in the background. I don't think anybody is surprised by that one. Well, let's get started. Hey, good evening, Daniel. Good evening, Jason Coleman. And good evening to Aaron Illabush up in the stand. Well, let's get the night started off with some drama. Apparently, the first race of the season, well, it got a little bumpy at the end. King Matthew the Bear, welcome back, buddy. How the heck are you?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
Good as always, man. I understand the season opener at Charlotte got a little bumpy, not in the race, but right after the race.
Yeah, I mean, what can you expect? You win and people get butt hurt. It is what it is. I mean, started the year off just how we ended last year and the year before that. Just continuing the dominance week in and week out. Last week we were able to go put it on the pole, and I think we had a little bit better of a car than Austin at the end of the race, but we just weren't able to run him down. He had a little bit better fuel mileage than me. I took a little bit too much, and that was probably the difference from me winning and him winning. But overall, I mean, can't complain. First and second, the first 2 weeks out of the year. It's become the normal at this point. So, but to get a big win to start the year off is great for the team. Especially running for a new team this year is a good way to get it going. Definitely everybody over here. But tonight we'll see what we got. It could be good, it could be bad. I honestly do not have a clear-cut answer for you. I want to say it's going to be great on the long run and later into the night. I hope that it is, but I truly don't know yet until we get out there and get some rubber put down on the track and we get a couple hundred laps put into it.
Well, man, good luck. Obviously, an awesome start despite the issues at Charlotte, and off to another great season, man. Good luck.
Thank you, brother. Just want to give a shout out to Buck Kicker, 7-Point Racer, Tri-Cooler Crew, J Dogs Carpenter, EJ Taylor, Mobile Pressure Watching, and Admin Box as well.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
Hey, good evening, Pudsey. Welcome. Up next, Steven Seams was scheduled to be interviewed, but he has hired J.R. Tanksley. Let's see what J.R. has going on tonight. J.R., you're back in the car and doing interviews for Steven Seams tonight as well. Are you having multiple personalities?
Yeah. Figured I'd try something different.
I'm not surprised when it comes to you, buddy.
Oh, you'll have that on them big jobs, Doug.
Obviously, Steven has had some problems the last couple of weeks, but man, you're back in the car tonight. How are you feeling?
I mean, yeah, this 87 customers in one car is really cool. Just got to get it figured out. Got to get it going, and we've just got to really work hard and minimize the issues that we ran into last season. I feel like we could pull out a top 15, top 20, keep this thing clean.
Well, man, I know you know how to get it done on track. It's been a while since we've seen you out. You got a great-looking new car with 87 apparel on the hood tonight.
Oh, yeah, Bobby Buttrey and Chris Buttrey and all those guys, they came on board last minute. This is all a last-minute deal. I didn't even know if it was going to happen. He was like, hey, man, we're gonna help you out. Just go out and make us proud. So our biggest goal is to go out and run well for those guys. And they are. Have a little better luck this season.
Well, man, best of luck to you. Great looking car, and looks like you got some speed tonight, man. Good luck.
Thank you, Doug.
J.R. Tanksley in that new car, new paint scheme. He's definitely hyped and ready to go. Let's see if we can get a word with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Kyle McRecken Martin. McRecken is back tonight, buddy. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just peachy. We got the Pink Warrior out here, gonna be seeing the International Space Station, so you bet you we're having a great time.
Yeah, we actually launched a rocket to test that theory, and you definitely could see it from the ISS, so great job with that. Looks like you had a decent finish last week at the Rock, but man, I know you're used to being up at the front.
Yeah, so we started out back with Austin. Since Austin's no longer a team leader, I drive for Hill, New York now. May or may not have missed it on the fuel calculations a little bit. I took Austin's gas tank, but did not take his brain with me. So, got a little messed up in the pits there. Was following Austin for a while, and then got caught up in some other stuff. Finished 10th. Hopefully we'll rebound here a little bit better. We're starting better up in the field. I think we're starting 4th tonight. So, hopefully I'll be a little bit better on the fuel strategy, have a little bit more brains, stick with Austin, stay with Austin, and test out this shiny new paint scheme I got in the front that says bump, and hopefully we'll get the win.
Well, with it saying bump on the front, your name's McRecken. We know you're going to put on a show coming forward, man. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you, appreciate it. Got to thank all the sponsors that sponsor XCAL with the iRacing web shop, and what's it called? Everyone else that helps out around here. Always love to see them contributing to us, so we can put on this lovely show for everyone every week.
Good luck tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
With a name like McRecken, you know he's gonna put on a show. Tonight, however, is a special night. Jose Godino, the XCAL Ironman, making his 125th career start, 91st consecutive start, and he's got new merch. Let's get a word with Jose. Jose, I think we should start the night off with a congratulations. 91 consecutive starts. That's one heck of a run.
Hey Doug, I'm really fired up for this one. I had a rough start of the year so far, but we had a very good result. I guess this evening I'm shooting for a season by part-time finish. I don't know. Maybe that will for sure make everybody really push over go to the XCAL and buy my brand new 2025 Ironman.
Well, man, the new Ironman t-shirt definitely looking good. And I know you're down there racing in Portugal, or I'm sorry, you're racing down south. But everybody speaking Portuguese, give your friends and fans at home a shout out in Portuguese.
Pois pessoal, vamos lá para mais esta corrida, vamos lá para tentar ganhar aqui e vai ser
Good luck tonight, man, and congratulations, quite an accomplishment, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Jose Godino, the Iron Man of XCAL. And finally, Austin Edwards, the XCAL GOAT, along with his new car owner, J-Dog Scene. Austin, Jason, it's great to see you guys back on track, and this year as a team, that's definitely a bit of a change.
It sure is. You know, having Austin join the team, that was a huge bonus, and looking forward to it. We've been doing pretty good as a team. I've had a couple rough starts, but I've helped the team when I can. And, you know, Austin's been running great, so business as usual.
It definitely has been business as usual. We know Austin is one of the cleaner drivers out there, but Austin started the season with a little bit of controversy.
Yeah, you know, Doug, the finish out of Charlotte wasn't exactly how I wanted it to end, but to be honest with you, got a little claustrophobic at the line, and you know, trying to get every last bit we could to the line of the biggest purse of the year. So sucks that it ended that way, but it made for a bigger purse the next week, so it all worked out. Just got to see if I can keep it clean tonight. We're going to the points tonight, tied with Mad Bear, and just gotta keep all these pit barrels down here. It'll be just fine.
Man, you have found those pit barrels once before, so Jason, get up in the spotter stand. Make sure he doesn't hit them again.
Well, hopefully I'm running right behind him or somewhere as close to him for tonight. That's my goal. I've had a couple crashes in the last races, last 2 races, but you know, just doing what we can to help you know, the team. And you know, I also want to just shout out to all the fans. I know we don't have much time here, and all the sponsors. We really appreciate everything that they do.
Well, boys, good luck tonight. Go get in those cars, and hopefully we're talking to you after the race, guys.
Yes, I appreciate it, and I just want to thank the XCAL Web Shop Racing Series, Admin Box, Butt Kicker, Tri-E Inc. and the Cooler Crew, J-Dog's Carpentry, the EHP Setups with Austin, Flaming Common Paint, JT's Mobile Pressure Washing, Sim Racer Hub, and the fans that tune in for this. It should be in for quite a show tonight. The track's real slippery, and don't forget to check out the merchandise at the web shop.
Good luck, buddy.
All right, thank you, Doug. We'll talk to you soon.
J-Dog seems very excited about tonight, and folks, the drivers take to the grid as Austin Edwards and Brent Meckes start up front. J-Dog seems Kyle McRick and Martin on the second row. Jeremy Root and King Matthew the Bear on the third row. Sean Andrews, Jared Mogart on the fourth row. Stephen Rex and Adam Gilliott round out the top 10. Albie Ewens and Joe Campbell starting 11th and 12th. Travis Sukup and Gerard Lawrence 13th and 14th. J.R. Tanksley, Flying Ryan in 15th. Matt Pelletier, Steven Seams 17th and 18th. Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Edgar round out the top 20. Daniel Miller next to Cristiano Roca 21st and 22nd. Jose Godino, Scott Gilliott 23rd and 24th. Jeremy Gilliott and Kyle St. Jean round out this 26 car field here at USA in Lakeland, Florida. Budsy, I know it's late over there. Great to have you. Great to have everybody in the comments. Good evening to Tanya Gleason, and again today, Daniel Lamb Crow. I apologize, I think I said David the first time. "270 laps around this 3/4 of a mile track. If you were here last week, you saw some great racing in the street stocks here. The numbers here are bigger than we had. It's gonna be a lot of close battling. Looking at anywhere from 45 to 60 laps on a tank of fuel. Guys like Austin Edwards likely able to stretch a hair further. All the drivers stacked up and ready to go down the back straightaway. Pace truck about to drop in. Aaron Hillebush up in the flag stand, gets ready to wave the flag. And green flag is in the air. We are down and away at USA. Austin quickly to the front. Everybody's still coming up to speed down the back straightaway. The first time they'll be on the brakes into 3 and 4. A lot of great looking paint schemes out here tonight as well. Invoice cheering on the college kid, and it has been a while since we've had an XCAL broadcast. It's great to be back with all you fans. Hope everybody is having a great night tonight. Lulu also cheering on the Bustin' at the Seams team. Speaking of the seams, J-Dog Seams pokes his nose underneath. Gotta run. Heads down into turn 3 and made clear into second place. Remekas in third, but McRicken looks underneath. Got some guys moving up through the field, including Flying Ryan Seams. Flying Ryan now up into 12th. Gerard Lawrence up 3 spots, now into 11th. Jimmy Johnson also on the move in the 39 car. A lot of action. Whoa! A lot of action, excitement mid-pack. A lot of guys toward the back trying to make their way forward as well, including Jeremy Gilliott up 4 spots and Kyle St. Jean up 6 spots into 20th. And man, Kyle looked a little out of whack off into the turn. Gerald Thanos Poole cheering on the Flaming Karma race team, saying it's a rebuilding year for them. I don't know. They had a lot of wins with Octavio last season. I don't think there's much to rebuild there. Jeremy Root up into 5th, Matt Barron 6th, Sean Andrews 7th, Adam Gilliott now up into 8th. Jared Mogard in 9th, Stephen Rex in 10th. J.R. Tanksley is out of the race. Hopefully we can get an update from Gerald Poole as to what happened. I don't see any incident. I don't know if he maybe missed the grid. Not sure what has happened. Hopefully he'll get that new car out. They were looking awfully fast in practice. Gerard Lawrence, one of the drivers on the move, up 3 spots into 11th. Flying Ryan in 12th, also on the move, bringing with him Matt Pelletier. Gerard Lawrence moves up the track as Flying Ryan flies underneath. Jeff Edgar also starting to make some moves. He is already up 3 spots into 17th. But with this 3/4 of a mile track, Austin Edwards out front, already starting to pull a gap. J-Dog right there with him. Could be into lap traffic very, very quickly. Remember, these races, this track is known for a lot of green flag racing. And it appears J.R. Tanksley has internet issues. If they get resolved, he will still be able to get out on track. And Kirk, we won't blame you. Hey, good evening, David. How are you, buddy? Adam Gilliott making some more moves toward the front. Now at 3 spots into 7th. Jared Mogart trying to take advantage. Looks underneath Sean Andrews. So far, Sean's still running up in the top 10 and 9th. Hopefully, the bad luck streak he had most of last year is gone. Hopefully, Sean can turn it around tonight, maybe even get back to victory lane. So far, Austin Edwards still in the lead. J-Dog already up into second. Kyle McRecken and Martin in third, 3/4 of a second back. Brim Mekas in fourth. Jeremy Root hanging on in fifth. Cristiano Roca also making some moves here early. Roca 4 spots now into 18th, but the biggest mover at the moment still Kyle St. Jean up 7 spots into 19th. Johnny, that's a really good question. Maybe Gerald Poole can answer. Where are Octavio and Lataro? Octavio ended the 2024 season with the new all-time win record for a single season, breaking Matt Bear's previous record of 12 wins, a record we did not think would ever be broke. Still quiet up at the front, but all the excitement is mid-pack. Flying Ryan now 5 spots into 11th has been opening the doors. Matt Pelletier up 5 spots into 12th, just following Flying Ryan around the track. Joe Campbell settling into a rhythm, back in 14th at the moment. Watch for him to start moving late in the run. Jimmy Johnson up 3 spots into 16th. Jeff Edgar now up 3 spots into 17th. Roca still in 18th. Kyle St. Jean in 19th. Albie Hewins lost some ground here earlier. He was back to 20th. Jose Godino, the new XCAL Ironman. I think he's actually been Ironman for about a year now. Most consecutive starts, and I believe most starts of any driver. Tonight was his 91st consecutive start, 125 total starts, and Steven Seams has had a problem back behind. Seams has gone to pit road. There will not be a caution. Let's see if we can see what happened. There's Seams coming off into turn 3. Oh, I think he got a little... Oh, ouch. That's a hard hit. I think he may have gotten a love tap on that one. Take another look at this from a different angle. We should be able to see it. Yeah, they come out of the turn. He gets a bit of a love tap, slams that outside wall, and without a fast repair, that may be the end of his night. Remember, XCAL does not have fast repairs, so once they have heavy damage, they're going to be on pit road getting repairs for a good long while. Steven Seams definitely took quite a bit of damage on that one. And I'm willing to bet Seams is not happy about that little bit of a love tap that he just got. As Pudsey mentioned, we need to make sure somebody gets him to the infield care center. Man, that was a hard lick. Adam Gillian now up into 6th. King Matthew the Bear in 7th. Jared Mogart in 8th. Sean Andrews in 9th. Stephen Rex currently runs in 10th. Flying Ryan sits in 11th. May get an opportunity here in a moment. Stephen Rex looks underneath Sean Andrews. If they get close enough, they can follow him through underneath. Flying Ryan trying to get the nose in there. Did he get far enough up? No. And they slide back into line for the moment. Keep trying, JR. You can always get back out there, buddy. Kyle St. Jean has dropped back to 20th. Albie Ewan's getting by. Hey, Steven, great to see you back on track, but a heartbreaking end to your night. Under the lights, tempers also gonna flare a bit here tonight, I would imagine. Hudsy, you're definitely right. They have to monitor and take care of their tires, their fuel. Speaking of, we're about 10 laps away from seeing drivers start to make pit stops. The fuel window tonight, 45 to 60 laps. As Jeremy Root is moving forward, Root has now moved up into 3rd. Root, much like his teammate DJ the Iceman Kenner, both very good on long runs. When everybody else is slowing down, they start moving forward. Now up into 3rd, and he is closing in on the top 2. Austin Edwards continues to lead, has led every lap so far, but lap traffic is ahead. About a half a straightaway before they get into lap traffic. Pit stops may change that just a bit, but definitely going to make things a lot more interesting. Having his teammate J-Dog Seams right behind, that'll be a huge help. And Jeremy Root has already ran down the top 2. Kyle Martin starting to fade just a little bit. Martin now back into 6th place. Root up to 3rd. Brent Mekas in 4th. Adam Gillian now into the top 5. Flying Ryan continues his march, is now cracked into the top 10. Matt Pelletier still on his bumper. King Matthew the Bear right behind in 12th. Gerard Lawrence losing some ground. Jimmy Johnson now starting to move forward. Obviously, quite a few of these drivers have set up for the long run here tonight. It does cost them a little bit of time early in the run on cold tires, but as those tires get older, they manage them better, they make them last a little longer, And having that speed late in the run is huge. Austin Edwards has the fastest lap of the night, 22.5 seconds. Last time by, 23.12. Already starting to see the time slip away. J.R. Tanksley is on pit road. He is rolling out. Hopefully his connection will hold. With some cars having problems here early, anything can happen. Jeremy Root already taken second from J-Dog and is all over Austin Edwards' back bumper. Austin has been known to move over and let a driver get by when he doesn't have the need to fight. But if I were Austin, I don't know if I'd let Root by easy as fast as he's been on the long run here. Letting him by may be a huge mistake. Root may run away. The lap traffic is definitely going to be a deciding factor here. Brent Beck is on the move as well. Back up into third. J-Dog slips back to fourth. Flying Ryan continues to move, now up into ninth. Pelletier continues to follow him through and takes 10th. You heard us mention it during pre-race interviews. The one thing Austin has to be concerned about is those pit road entry barrels. Last spring, when we were here, Austin had a very dominant race. But late in the race, one of the late race pit stops, he got into the pit road entry a little too deep, hit the barrels, and ended his chance for the win, pretty much ended his night. Leaders already starting to navigate some lap traffic. Brent Beck is now coming through that lap traffic. J-Dog is pulled back up, and Adam Gilliott with this lap traffic is inching closer. Pelletier has just come by Flying Ryan. Pelletier now up into ninth. Ryan back in 10th. Sean Andrews just ahead. Pelletier right on his bumper. Back up front, more lap traffic. Holy cow. That got a little spicy when the lap traffic gets loose right in front of the leaders. Definitely a scary situation for those drivers. Everybody manages to hold on. Kyle Martin continues to drift back. He is already back in 11th. As pit stops have begun, here comes Kyle St. Jean. Jeremy Gilliott is in. Steven Seams still on pit road for repairs. Sean Andrews now in. Pit stops begin, lap 54. And here comes Jeremy Root. J-Dog Seams comes with him. Brent Meckes now into second. Nobody else has led yet but Austin Edwards. The fun part of this is going to be pit road entry and exit. iRacing updated the debris model coming into 2025. The debris definitely having a much bigger effect, and you can see those marbles down on the inside and outside of the track. Those marbles having a bigger, more realistic effect. The drivers are not going to be able to hit pit road entry as fast as they have in the past. Hitting those marbles could slide them out into the wall. And coming off pit road, you can see the pit road exit was covered in marbles as well. That could be a problem if they push just a little too much. It could send them up on the track too soon, which could get them a penalty. Adam Gilliott, Jimmy Johnson, Albie Ewens, Joe Campbell, Cristiano Roca, Kyle Martin, Stephen Ricks, Travis Sukup, Gerard Lawrence, Flying Ryan, Daniel Miller, all on pit road, and the leader is in. Austin makes it in without touching the barrels. Jared Mogart stays out. He'll take the lead for the first time here tonight. Matt Pelletier stayed out and is taking second, but Pelletier is headed in. Jeff Edgar in the Tri-E Inc. Cooler Crew car, he's coming in now. Joe Campbell coming off pit road just in front of the leaders as Mogard comes in with clean air. Can Root get ahead of Austin Edwards now? Austin still on pit road. Austin is rolling back out on track. Root coming through 3 and 4. Have a good night, Pudsey. Thanks for coming by. Now just waiting on Mogard, who's on pit road, but as of now, it does look like Root may take the lead here in a moment. And Jeremy Root has officially taken the lead. Brent Meckes is now in second, quite a ways behind, and he does have Austin Edwards on the bumper. Adam Gilliott, Cristiano Roca, the top 5. As we take our first commercial break of the evening, but folks, don't go anywhere. As always, we'll go side by side. You won't miss a thing. We are back. Jeremy Root still out front, has a 10.5-second lead. Does look like Root, one of the few drivers that took right side tires only on that stop, giving him the track position advantage here. Mecca's in second. Austin Edwards in third. Adam Gillian fourth. Cristiano Roca runs in fifth. Daniel, yes, JR did get in. He currently runs in 25th. And he currently is flying around this track trying to make up some ground. The 87 apparel car looking pretty good tonight. Jared Mogart, Sean Andrews battling for 6th and 7th. Mogart takes it. J-Dog seems right behind along with Jose Godino. Up now to 10th. Or in 9th, excuse me. Stephen Rex currently in 10th. Matt Pelletier drifts back to 11th. Kyle McReck and Martin look fast early on, but has dropped back into 12th. Albie Hewins up to 13th. Travis Sukup in 14th. Flying Ryan lost some ground on pit road. Looks like his team a little slow. He is in 15th. Jimmy Johnson in 16th. King Matthew the Bear really struggling here. The Bear currently back in 17th. Gerard Lawrence in 18th. Joe Campbell in 19th. Jeff Edgar in 20th. Still 20 cars on the lead lap, but for how much longer? Jeremy Root is running them down quickly. Looking through the field, it looks like a few drivers did take right side tires only to make up some track position. Jeremy Root, we mentioned. Cristiano Roca also took right side tires. He's up 17 spots into 5th. Jose Godino took right side tires. He's up 15 spots into 8th. Albie Hewins may have taken right sides only. He is up now into 13th. Joey, if you mean the NASCAR driver, I wish, but no. Jimmy's just a really cool guy who drives for Dunkin' Donuts, is powered by donuts and coffee. And as always, he's just as fast as the NASCAR driver as he's battling for 15th with Flying Ryan. Stephen, it appears you're out of the infield care center. You did have one heck of a hard hit. How are you feeling, buddy? Hey, good evening, Mark the Man Dan Tuma, cheering on Flaming Karma Racing, as always. Jeremy Root's right side tire strategy is paying off. His lead is actually increasing now, 11.1 seconds over Brent Meckes. But he is mired in heavy lap traffic. Looking down from the How to Suck It I Racing Blip, let's give you an update on some fun and excitement you don't want to miss. Tomorrow night we've got more street stock racing. C12 Motorsports street stock doubleheader is back. I couldn't tell you what the first race is because I'm so excited. The second race, they are going off-roading at the Pro 4 track at Crandon. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Thursday night, the HTSAI Community Convoy, powered by the Unicorn, is back on the road. They'll be trucking either in the USA or in Europe. You definitely want to tune in. Make sure you check it out for a lot of laughter. Sunday morning, GT3 NSS is back on track. Sunday night, the BRR Cup Series also back on track along with the SMRX Series. Both of those Sunday night series have been putting on some great racing. Also coming soon, folks, Jones BS Racing returns on Monday night. Home Motorsports will return on Thursday nights. And C12 Motorsports, the street stocks will go to back to Tuesday starting next week. And the Retro Truck Series returns in just a few weeks, so a lot of great racing to come. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. We have been putting out a ton of YouTube shorts. We're actually putting out extra shorts this week just for you guys to enjoy. Jeremy Root starting to work through traffic. Austin Edwards has gotten back to second with Adam Gilliott on his bumper. We will see Steven Seams on Monday nights in the Jones BS Racing League, and hopefully he'll bring the rest of the Seams crew with him. Jose Godino up to 8th on J-Dog's back bumper. Roca now up into 6th. He is moving forward. Well, folks, just an update. After that hard hit, Steven Seams is okay. Looks like his night is done, and he is a bit sore, but he is in one piece. That was one heck of a hit. Drivers losing ground here in the early going. King Matthew the Bear is dropping back along with McRecken. They're both right there together. Looks like they made some adjustments on the car on the pit stop, but it does look like those adjustments may have gone the wrong way. We'll see if they can start advancing again on the long run here. Gerard Lawrence was making up some ground early on in the race. It broke into the top 10, but has now drifted back into 18th. And Kyle St. Jean was marching toward the front, but he has dropped back into 22nd. Joe Campbell currently running in 20th. That is a bit of a surprise. Usually see Joe up in the top 10 at this track. Hopefully, before the end of the night, he can fight his way back up. Adam Gilliott has now moved into second, third, and fourth, all still right there together. Looks like the three of them may be trying to figure out which one is fastest so the other two can draft their way back to the front. Meanwhile, Jeremy Root already opening up 11 and a half seconds. The right side tires stop early in the race, definitely paying off, but Root is back in. Apparently that also came with less fuel. Jeremy Root bringing it in. Adam Gilliott should pick up the lead here at lap 100. He does. JR's currently about 40 laps down at the moment. And he is on pit road for his first fuel stop of the night as Adam Gilliott takes the lead for the first time tonight. Austin Edwards sits in second, Brent Mekas in third, Jared Mogart in fourth, Cristiano Roca in fifth. Jose Godino, another one of the drivers, as well as Cristiano Roca, that only took 2 tires. That also means a lower fuel load. As we saw with Root, Root has already come in and completed his stop. Jeremy Root came off pit road in 22nd place. Couple of laps down, but on 4 fresh tires. I doubt he stays back there very long. However, the cars right ahead of him were the cars he was up front battling with. I don't think they're going to make it easy for him to get back to the lead lap here. Jose Godino is in. Albie Ewens is in. Cristiano Roca. Oh, Roca! And that's the debris we were talking about. See if we can get a look at Cristiano's pit road entry from our chopper. Cristiano ducks it down in turn 3 and he's on the brakes, but you see all that debris down there. He is sliding all over, almost pulling Austin Edwards. Manages to save it and keep it going. Great save by Roca. Question now is seeing these different strategies playing out, which one will work? And this group up here at the front, Adam Gilliott, Austin Edwards, Brent Mekas, that top 3 is likely to do a right side only change at some point tonight to make up a little ground themselves. It's just a question of when. Jimmy Johnson just cracked into the top 10. He's now 10 spots into 9th. Make that 8th place. As Travis Sukup is dropping. Sukup there in the 45 just lost about 4 spots in 1 lap. Looked like he may have overdrove the car into a turn, but it does not look like that car is handling quite right. He'll need to get that one onto pit road for an adjustment very soon. Matt Pelletier, we noted, was coming through the field earlier on with Flying Ryan. Pelletier now up 11 spots into 6th. J-Dog Seams is heading into pit road. Looked like he almost got the wall on his way in. As it does look like our second round of pit stops is underway. Gerard Lawrence, Jeremy Gilliott both in as well. Travis Sukup, Stephen Rex coming in. Brent Mekas gives up 3rd. He dives it onto pit road. Jared Mogard back in 3rd and Matt Pelletier in 4th. Those were the 2 drivers that went the longest on their first fuel run. Pelletier went 60 laps. Mogard went 61. How much further can they go here tonight? Austin Edwards, known for stretching his fuel window, did make it to lap 59. Normally he is the last one onto pit road, as now things are getting a little chaotic with drivers coming off pit road. A few close calls coming out of turn 2 and oh! Adam Gilliott missed pit road entry. There's Gilliott heading off into 3 and 4. Gets on the brakes, but a little too late and has to pull back up. Keeps his foot in it, but that is really gonna hurt. He is gonna lose a lot of time and a lot of momentum on that one. Austin Edwards now out front once again. Joe Campbell just completed his stop. King Matthew the Bear just came in. Jeremy Root back behind, having to fight his way past a few cars. Now currently scored in 5th and right on the back bumper of the leader, Austin Edwards. Root trying to put himself in position to reclaim the lead once Austin comes to pit road. Austin definitely did not show how much he could do on a tank of fuel on that first run, as he continues to stretch his fuel load. Jared Mogart still on track as well. Pelletier has just come in. And Austin Edwards is setting up to come in for his second pit stop. A little squirrely in the marbles, but he gets her in. Mogart is headed in as well. Now the question being, will they be able to get back out ahead of Jeremy Root, or will Root reclaim the lead? Kyle Martin peeking underneath. Kyle Martin and Flying Ryan battle it out for 15th. That's the first time we have seen we've seen Kyle Martin make a move forward. Flying Ryan not happy about it. Ryan drops down to the bottom, quickly reclaims the position. Jeremy Root is out front, followed by Brent Meckes. Austin Edwards on his way out. And Jeremy Root back to a 10.4 second lead. Folks, we're going to take another quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll go side by side. You won't miss a thing. When we come back, we'll take you through the field, see where your favorite driver is. We are back. Jeremy Root still out front, but the lead starting to shrink. Brent Mekas in second, now just under 10 seconds behind. Folks, don't forget to check out the XCAL Racing webshop, xcalracing.com/shop, to get all your XCAL racing needs, including your Austin Edwards gear, your new Jose Gadino Ironman t-shirt, and a whole lot more. Hats, t-shirts, towels, blankets, mouse pads, anything you can think of, from Flaming Karma to J&S to busting at the seams. They've got it all. Go check it out today. Let's go through the field, see where all your favorite drivers are, starting with Jeremy Root, who started in 5th at a quiet start to the race. But once he took the lead, he has not let go. Brent Mekas quietly making his way into second place. He started in second, lost some ground on the start, but quickly got back where he belonged. Austin Edwards, the XCAL GOAT, sitting in 3rd. Austin led the most laps until that first pit stop. He has been in the top 3 all night, but hasn't been able to get back to the front. Adam Gilliott, now up to 4th, started in 10th, has been working his way through the field, has a ton of speed here tonight, could be in the top 3 very soon. Sean Andrews currently in 5th, may have shaken off the bad luck streak from 2024, and he is back up front. Jared Mogart currently in 6th, battling with Steven Rex for the position. Mogart a quiet move from 8th to 6th. Steven Rex currently in 7th. Rex having a great run here tonight as well. Has been in the top 10 all night long. Matt Pelletier currently running in 8th. Pelletier has had a great run here tonight. Played a little strategy to get him into the top 10. It's working great so far. Matt Bear now back into the top 10 in 9th. King Matthew the Bear had a rough start, but it looks like his team has made the adjustments to the car. He is starting to move forward. Will we see fireworks if he gets to Austin Edwards? Jimmy Johnson currently running in 10th. Jimmy, another top 10 run easily tonight. Looking fast as always after starting in 19th. Cristiano Roca in 11th, up 11 spots. Roca, another one who pulled the strategy move early on, gained a ton of track position. It's working really well for him so far. Travis Sukup in 12th. Sukup had an interesting mid-race, suddenly losing several spots, but he's starting to make his way back toward the front. Can he get the speed back and move back into the top 10? Jeff Edgar currently in 13th, mired in a battle with other cars and lap traffic. Edgar up 7 spots, currently in 13th, trying to move back up into the top 10. J-Dog Seams has dropped back to 14th. J-Dog started in 3rd, quickly moved into 2nd, was following Austin Edwards around the... Oh no! J-Dog's loose! He got into the Mad Bear! Caution is out for the first time tonight! And body panels were flying. Jose Gadino, J-Dog, Kyle Martin involved. Take a look at this. There's J-Dog up on the high side, the green 88. He gets into the marbles. It gets him loose. He turns into the wall, also collects Kyle. And Kyle a hard hit into the wall as well. Jose Cadino back behind. Jeremy Root just barely misses all of it. Jose trying to avoid it, but slides into the inside wall. Loses the entire front clip. One heck of a hard hit. And Jose's engine letting go. Everybody is on pit road. It'll be 4 tires and fuel throughout the field on this stop. Somehow, Matt Bear and Flying Ryan. Nope. Matt did not come to pit road. Flying Ryan did not come in yet. Austin Edwards coming out. Looks like Matt Bear and Flying Ryan may have gotten the wave around. Austin Edwards leads them off pit road. Pelletier makes it out in second. Mogard comes out third. Everybody's settling in as the drivers try to get lined up. We're likely to see more drivers back on pit road. This caution definitely going to help JR, especially if those other cars are on pit road for an extended amount of time. He may get to pick up a few extra spots. Austin Edwards ducking back in. Oh, a little bit of chaos on the backstretch as drivers try and get everything sorted out here. Race control doing everything they can to get these drivers squared away. Everybody stacking up front. Several drivers did come in for a second stop to top off on fuel. Flying Ryan finally has come to pit road, as has McRecken. And good evening to Navy Joe Coffee. Always great to have them around. Always great to have them in your cup in the morning. Lights are out on the pace truck. They stack back up for the restart. Pelletier on the high side, Austin Edwards on the bottom. Jared Mogard, Adam Gilliott, Jimmy Johnson, Brent Mekas, Jeremy Root, Stephen Rex, Matt Baer, and Gerard Lawrence, your top 10. Jeremy Root lost a lot of ground on this one. He's got a bit of fight to get back to the front. Pace truck is back in. Green flag back in the air. Holy cow. Pelletier got a good launch. Caught Austin napping on that one. Adam Gilliott, Jared Mogard, side by side. Everybody stacked up side by side all the way back. Flying Ryan is back on pit road. This is unexpected. King Matthew the Bear back up into the top 10 in 9th. As Austin Edwards reclaims the lead from Matt Pelletier. Mogard in 3rd, Mekas in 4th, Jimmy Johnson now 14 spots into 5th. But Jeremy Root back into 6th and right on Jimmy's bumper. Joe Campbell also, we noted it earlier on, he was way back in 22nd at one point. He is now in 10th and starting to move to the front. Pelletier came to pit road. Unexpectedly, and it looks like it may have been a penalty. Was there a problem on the restart? Did race control consider it a jump start? I don't know, but man, that's a big setback for one of the fastest cars on track here tonight. Austin Edwards now in 2nd. Adam Gilliott back to the front. Jeremy Root still back there in 6th place, has not been able to get past Jimmy yet. Stephen Rex holds on to 7th, and then a 2 1/4 second gap back to 8th place, Matt Baer. Joe Campbell now in 9th. Gerard Lawrence currently running in 10th place. Albie Ewan starting to move forward again. He is in 11th. Sean Andrews currently 12th. Jeff Edgar in 13th. McRecken now in 14th. Travis Sukup in 15th. Cristiano Roca in 16th. Kyle St. Jean in 17th. Matt Pelletier 18th. Daniel Miller 19th. And Jeremy Gilliott in 20th. J-Dog Seams currently in 21st. Ryan Seams 22nd. Jose Godino on pit road for repairs in 23rd. Scott Gilliott 24th. J.R. Tanksley in 25th. Scott Gilliott, J.R. Tanksley likely to pick up a few more spots after that caution put several cars on pit road. Joe Campbell continuing his march forward, now up into 8th, with a lap car ahead, 3.3 seconds back from Steven Rex. But I'm willing to bet Joe has the speed to run him back down. Matt Bear starting to lose ground again. There is a lot going on. We heard Matt Bear, we heard Austin Edwards before the race. But there is a lot of history between those two drivers. Matt Bear actually drove for Austin in 2023. Matt Bear claimed the championships were his, and that's when he took on the name of King Matthew the Bear. Last year he went on to drive for a different car owner and won the championship in that car, but has switched teams this year to Fastlane Motorsports. Austin Edwards, he hopped over to King Matthew the Bear's former team, busting at the seams. That definitely, the two of them have been back and forth, switching teams and battling on track. You can almost feel the tension brewing when these two are close. Kyle Martin is coming to pit road. This is not a scheduled stop. Looks like he took right side tires and fuel. He'll come out just in front of the leaders. Well, that's going to be a big, big setback for him. And while everybody settles in, single file for the moment, we're going to take another quick commercial break. We'll be back with you. Don't worry, you won't miss a thing. We'll go side by side so you see all the action. Stay with us, everybody. We are back. You may have noticed Jose Godino is back out on track. The Iron Man doesn't give up, but that car is tore up, and that engine may not survive another 90 laps. But you gotta give the guy credit. 125 XCAL starts, 91 consecutive starts. He is definitely the XCAL Iron Man. Adam Gilliott still has the lead, followed by Austin Edwards and Jared Mogart. But look who's up to fourth. Jeremy Root continues his march. Something tells me the aggression is gonna crank up here in just a bit. $550 plus purse here tonight. It was at last update that purse was increasing. I suspect these guys want as much of that as is possible. Brent Meckes back in fifth. Stephen Rex in sixth. Jimmy Johnson still up 12 spots into seventh. His top seven having one heck of a run. Joe Campbell, despite the speed that he has at the moment, back in eighth, still 4.1 seconds back. He was gaining ground on that top seven for a few laps, but they have started to pull away. Albie Ewan's back in the field tonight as well, currently running in ninth. Sean Andrews still sitting in 10th. And still in the race with 85 laps to go. Please let Sean Andrews get a good finish tonight. King Matthew the Bear currently in 11th place. The Bear is struggling here tonight. There's no other word for it. We have seen him dominate this track before. But three teams over the last 3 years, you have to wonder if some of that knowledge has been lost. Jeff Edgar lurking in 12th, Gerard Lawrence in 13th, Travis Sukup still in 14th, has not been able to make a lot of moves tonight. However, after we saw him lose several positions in one lap before the caution, he has been able to maintain his position. Maybe that team is getting that car dialed in, and after the final stop, he'll be able to run some folks down. J-Dog seems also struggling tonight. J-Dog, who started up front, and that first run stayed right on Austin Edwards' back bumper in second place. J-Dog has lost a lot of ground and dropped back to 21st. Kyle McRecken Martin, who started in 4th, is back in 18th. Big surprise to see McRecken struggling here tonight. Matt Pelletier, who controlled the restart, apparently made some sort of mistake on the restart. Had to go in and serve a penalty, has now dropped all the way to 16th. But he is starting to fight his way back. He's going to need some help to get back to the lead lap. Here's an interesting note about our 4th place driver, Jeremy Root. I've broadcast him in a lot of different leagues over the years. I've never actually heard his voice. So, actually, I stand corrected. I think I interviewed him twice last year. As many times as I've seen him hit victory lane, I've very, very rarely heard his voice. Jeff Edgar has had a problem. He is towed to pit road. There's Jeff. He drops down to the pit road. Jeff Edgar, ladies and gentlemen, just pulled an Austin Edwards. And that car is likely toast. That's a heartbreak for Jeff Edgar. He'd been running outside the top 7, or outside the top 10 all night long. Austin Edwards likely saw that and said, yep, been there. Lap 203, just over 70 laps to go here at USA. And now the pit strategy is really going to come into play, because looking at the numbers, none of these drivers can make it on one more stop. Most of the field stopped under that under that caution, lap 150. We'll see them in within the next 10 laps. If they can make it to lap 215, they might be able to stretch it. It's going to be close. Sean Andrews cannot. He is coming in. We know Austin Edwards, Jared Mogard, Matt Pelletier, and one or two others can stretch beyond 60 laps. Definitely going to be interesting coming down to it. And if we get a late race caution, everything could go out the window. All right, historically we know that Bustin' at the Seams team and the Seams family has the biggest fan club in the stands, but let's see who it is tonight, because I've seen a lot of folks cheering for other drivers. So drop into the comments wherever you're watching and let us know who you're cheering for, as J.R. Tanksley, who had been on a caution. Caution is out just as Jillian hits pit road. Well, that just threw all the strategy out the window. Terry Pierce cheering on Joe Campbell tonight. Joe has been at a rough start, but has been marching forward. As everybody comes in, let's see what brought the caution. J.R. Tanksley, who had been having problems with his internet early on, has had a fast car and has been trying to move his way up. Looks like he tried to get to pit road. Ouch. With his back end sticking out on the track, it was a hazard to the rest of the field. A heartbreaking turn of events. JR should be able to get back out. Looks like body damage only. Adam Gilliott is coming back down pit road. Daniel, it's really not. I've been watching JR since he started on iRacing. I can tell you, he knows how to get the job done. But man, when everything goes wrong, it goes wrong big for him. Well, Thomas Henderson cheering on all the Seamses. I do have to say, it is awesome that they use the team name I came up with 2 years ago. Austin ducking back in. They are on lap 210. They're going to have to go 65 laps on a tank of fuel. Austin went 63 or 4 earlier on. It's going to be very, very close on fuel from here. Jeremy Root has not come back in. See if we can dial up Root's in-car camera. He is not killing the engine. Does not sound like he is doing anything to conserve fuel at the moment. Word has it, JR's race is over. That incident did glitch him into the wall and likely ended the car. Drivers lining up on the back straightaway. Some of them having to drop back and lined up into position. Joe Campbell appears to be in position to get one of his laps back. He did come into pit road, so he's good on fuel. Will get one of his laps back right before the restart. Nope. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air. It'll be 60 laps to go. It's going to be close on fuel for a few of these drivers. And Joe Campbell right now really wants a quickie caution. That'd bring him back to the tail end of the field. Travis Sukup also would love a caution. These two guys are at the tail end of the lap, right in front of the leader. Sukup's going to go under Joe. But if the leader gets to him, they are more than one lap down. They have to let him go. Jose Godino's night may have just ended. He had to tow it back to pit road. That car may be done. Only 7 cars on the lead lap at the moment. Brent Meck is currently in second. The Mad Bear now back up into 6th. That is Jeremy Root, Austin Edwards, Jared Mogart, Cristiano Roca, Gerard Lawrence, King, Matthew the Bear, and Brent Meckes, your lead lap cars at the moment. Steven Rex, currently the first car, 1 lap down, followed by Sean Andrews and Albie Hewins, the top 10. Jimmy Johnson back in 11th. Looks like he's in a happy position. Let's ride along with his nose cam. See how the car is feeling about this track here tonight. Right behind J-Dog Seams across the start-finish line. Whoa! Right up into J-Dog. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway, down into turn 3. Looking underneath J-Dog, right behind Albie. Things get a little tight here. St. Jean gets a little squirrely coming through 1 and 2. Jimmy gets another run. They are 3 wide. Jimmy backs out of it. Jimmy trying to make up some ground, get himself back to the top 5. Things are getting a little exciting back here just outside of the top 10. Jeremy Root, meanwhile, continues to lead Austin Edwards half a second back. Gerard Lawrence, one of the new drivers this year, currently running in 4th, up 10 spots. He has been on a tear tonight. Seems like he continues to lose ground on pit road, but man continues to fight his way back forward, and now he's showing us everything he has got. Daniel, I'll definitely keep an eye out, buddy. Lawrence currently in 4th, about 5 seconds behind 3rd place Jared Mogard. Sean Andrews is on pit road. This is likely a splash and go. He doesn't need tires and needs very, very little fuel to make it to the end. We know Austin Edwards can stretch that fuel. Can Jeremy Root? We know Mogart can stretch it a ways as well. Does Gerard Lawrence have enough fuel? What about 5th place Cristiano Roca, Brent Meckes, Matt Bear, Matt Bear is known for being able to conserve fuel rather well also. A lot of question marks here to be decided in the last 45 laps. Let's take our final commercial break before we figure all of this out. We'll go side by side, and when we come back, we're taking you to the finish. And we are back with 35 laps left to go at USA. And a lot of questions still to be answered. Who has enough fuel? Who has enough speed? Who has the best strategy out here tonight? Kyle St. Jean has just come to pit road. I did see J.R. Tanksley back out on track. Does not appear any of that top group there together is conserving fuel at all. Brent Mekas has now moved up into 5th. Gerard Lawrence drifted back to 6th. Matt Bear still holds on in 7th. Stephen Rex in 8th. Jimmy Johnson now in 9th. And Albie Ewens into the top 10. Don't forget, folks, here in a few weeks on Monday nights, we will have Jones BS Racing once again and a lot of your favorite XCAL drivers tend to show up there. And tomorrow night at 9 Eastern, more street stock excitement as the C12 Motorsports Street Stock Challenge is back on track and doing a little off-roading as Sean Andrews had a problem. There's Sean coming out of turn 4. Oh, gets way loose. Just barely taps that inside wall, hard on the brakes, quickly gets it turned around. But the bad luck is still following him. Jeremy Root still holds the lead over Austin Edwards and Jared Mogart. Cristiano Roca over half a track back in 4th. Brent Meckes in 5th. Gerard Lawrence back in 6th. Matt Bear right there in 7th. Daniel Miller has quietly been working his way through the field tonight, up into 17th. Adam Gilliott on his way into top off on fuel. Man, bad timing for his pit stop, and when the caution came out, it was a huge setback for Gilliott. Steven Rex now on pit road for a top off, as well as Cristiano Roca. Can anybody go the distance on fuel? "26 laps to go at USA, and it's looking rough on the fuel numbers. Austin Edwards, Jared Mogart, Brent Meckes, and Matt Bear, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all topped off on the last chance under that last caution. Jeremy Root did not top off, and as best as we could tell, was doing nothing to conserve fuel. It looked like Root was headed toward his first XCAL win here tonight, but can he get it done? Not much battling going on behind for those positions as Jeremy Root is in. Leaving Austin Edwards and Jared Mogart at the front. Brent Meckes pitted on lap 213. He is way behind, but currently scored in 3rd and likely can go the distance. King Matthew the Bear, another one who pitted on lap 211, raising the big question mark. Jeremy Root is on his way out. He will maintain the top 10. Looks like Root will come out in 8th place for the moment. We know Edwards and Mogart can conserve fuel. Matt Bear does not appear to be saving any fuel. He is flooring it now. After struggling the first half of this race, Matt Bear up into the top 5 when it counted. Gerard Lawrence in 5th. Jimmy Johnson now up into 6th. Jimmy did not top off either. Jimmy has just marched through the field all night long, up 13 spots. At the moment, Jimmy is the biggest mover of the night. If he can hold on to it, that's a few bonus points for his team. Lap traffic will come into play for the leaders. Likely a lot of lap traffic as Austin Edwards closes up on it. If they are more than one lap down, they have to let the leaders go. And it's worth reminding everybody at 10 laps to go, there will be no more cautions. Aaron Hillebush up in the flag stand will announce green, green, green. That has come into play a couple of times in the past where after the green, green, green call, chaos has erupted. I don't think we're going to see it tonight. Matt Pelletier, after his earlier penalty, has worked his way up into 10th place. Also worth noting, Jeremy Root now up to 7th and is closed in on the back bumper of 6th place, Jimmy Johnson. At the moment, Root is the fastest car on track. But he is 33 seconds and over a lap behind Austin Edwards. Austin negotiating lap traffic now. Mogard has not made a single move. The 45 of Travis Sukup sitting right behind, currently in 9th place. We saw Sukup having some big problems earlier on. He lost a lot of ground. He has definitely made it up. A little sliding back behind. Albie Hewins is in. Daniel Miller just completed his pit stop. Austin continues to negotiate through lap traffic as they have gotten the green, green, green call. Travis Sukup in 9th has ducked in. And here we go. Mogard wants the win. And he times it perfectly. The lap car ahead will act as a pick. Mogard to the lead. Brent Mekas back in 3rd is starting to gain ground, but he is too far back to do anything in 7 laps. Jeremy Root now up into 6, has gotten past Jimmy Johnson and is closing quickly on Gerard Lawrence. Out of turn 4, they will get 5 laps to go. The next lap car ahead is Kyle McRecken Martin, and you know he is a good friend of Austin Edwards. If he can help Austin get the win, he will. Jimmy Johnson gives up 7th. He is in. 4 to go. Jimmy Johnson just had the fastest pit stop of anybody tonight. He is rolling out, likely going to hold on to the top 10. Back into 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, it'll be 2 laps to go at USA. It comes down to these two. I don't think either of them will run out of fuel. It's going to come down to which one is faster. Jared Mogart or the XCAL GOAT, Austin Edwards. Out of turn 4, white flag flies. One more time around. Austin trying to get a run out of turn 2. There's a car slow up on the high side. Doesn't matter. Into 3 and 4. Austin has nothing for him. Jared Mogart wins at USA. Austin Edwards comes home in 2nd. Brent Mekas finishes in 3rd. A great strategy move by Brent Mekas, putting him up there. King Matthew the Bear comes home in 4th. The rookie Gerard Lawrence in 5th. Jeremy Root pulls off 6th. Cristiano Roca in 7th. Stephen Rex in 8th. Jimmy Johnson in 9th. Albie Hewins back in the top 10. Heck of a performance by all 3 of these drivers, and great strategy. They had a ton of speed, all 3 of them, all night. We'll try and get a word with our top 3 here in just a moment. Don't forget to come back for more great street stock action tomorrow night, 9 Eastern. And again Thursday night for some great trucking action at 8 Eastern. Let's start with 3rd place, Brent Mekas.
Yeah.
Brent, man, congratulations. That was one heck of a run, and the strategy was perfect. You actually probably had more fuel left than anybody.
I had 0.2 left, Doug.
Oh my! And that means those other guys were on fumes. You came in 2 laps after Austin and Jared.
Yeah. Well, I ran into problems on my wheel disconnected for a hot second when we came to that caution, and I freaking lost it and I think it went into the wall under slow, and then I had to catch back up, and I had to pit because I didn't have any fuel left. So it was pit there or don't make it at all.
Well, it definitely worked out perfectly, man. Another great run, a great finish. Great to see you having so much success the last couple of years, man.
Yeah, I started my own team this year, so really excited about that. Got some new teammates, and it's my first shot at ownership here, so I think we're off to a good start so far this year. We're making a name for ourselves.
You definitely are, buddy. Congratulations. Awesome finish. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I want to thank my teammates, Steve, Mike, Matt, Art, John, all the guys that run the cars for me. I want to thank you for putting on the broadcast, Aaron for running the race, JT's pressure washing, butt kicker, J-Dog Carpentry, Sim Racer Hub, and of course the web shop. So as soon as I get a win this year, I can get some merch in the web shop, but it's coming soon. I think we're really gelling as a team, and I think we can get in the winner's circle here real soon, hopefully.
I think you will too, man. Great run today.
Hey, thanks, Doug. Have a good night. Thank all the fans for watching. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
All right, buddy.
Later.
Austin Edwards comes home in second. Austin, I got to say, it's weird not talking to you in Victory Lane.
Yeah, I don't know. What can I say, Doug? This track's never been real nice to me, so it was a good run, but just not enough there at the end.
You avoided the barrel this time, so that was a plus.
I guess we'd call that baby step number one.
Although we did see somebody else, and I did name it, pulling in Austin tonight, so it does happen here a lot, and with the new debris, I noticed a lot of folks getting in and out of pit road. With that new debris system in place, it's a little bit trickier.
No, it made it rough for sure, and with the way the iRacing's been updating things, it was very slippery for us out in the marbles. If there's debris on the track, you could definitely feel a difference, which was pretty cool with it being so close to real life. But luckily, we weren't a part of that debris tonight, so it's all good.
It definitely was, man, and still coming home with a podium once again. No surprise to see up there, but I had to ask Brent this a moment ago, how much fuel did you have left?
Unfortunately, I had too much. Me and Jared were there just trying to stretch it out to the end and make sure we could make it, and I was a little too on the conservative side, and Jared hit the loud pedal before I did, and that was game over. I didn't have the tires to get back around him, so just a bad strategy call, but, between the heavy hitters this year being like Matt Bear, Kyle Martin, it's pretty apparent now that Jared's pretty much one of the big dogs now, so it's going to be interesting to see what we can do to hopefully get back around him in these next coming weeks, but it's not going to be easy, so we'll just see what we can figure out with some practice, some track time, and hopefully we'll get back up there.
Well, man, a great job. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Oh, as always, a big thanks to you guys on the broadcast team, XCALRacing.com, and big thank you to Jason Seams and that team for taking me on this year, and it's been fun working with them, so looking forward to hopefully bringing back a title for them. Looks like we have the points lead after tonight, so just hoping for some more wins this year, but you know me, my standards are high in this league with a 40% win rate, so second place just don't cut it sometimes, so let's see if we can do better next time.
Great job, buddy.
Thanks, Doug.
And finally, in XCAL Web Shop Victory Lane, tonight's winner, Jared Mogard. Well, Jared, you got her in Victory Lane, and it was coming down to the wire there at the end.
Yeah, we had a good car. Yeah, we had a good car. That last run there, when the yellow come out, knew it was going to be close on fuel, which, every XCAL race usually comes down to fuel mileage. So tried topping off there at the end, and before that, at the end of that yellow, and just tried to save as much as I could to make it. And it was weird there toward the end when I felt like I was going to be good on fuel. I tried to just go and not save, and my laps turned really inconsistent, so I just went back to saving there, and was more consistent, and my line was smoother, and the lap times were about the same. So I just kind of stuck with that, and I was running behind Austin there with about 10 to go or whatever it was. And, yeah, I didn't really think I was gonna get him, but I think he must have been a little bit closer than I was, and seemed like he slowed up and a little bit more and opened up the bottom. And I figured I had to take it. And then if I just, like I said, just kept hitting my marks and running my line and doing what I've been doing, I felt pretty confident in it, and it worked out. That's for sure.
Oh, it definitely did, man. A great finish tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I just gotta thank Twitchy Race Reports, the web shop, Kula Crew, everybody that's part of XCAL Racing and puts on the show, all the sponsors and supporters. Greatly appreciated Aaron for everything he does, and hats off to Austin and everybody in the top 5 when you can when you can race against Austin and Matt and some of those guys that are the fuel saving masters, if you will, and to be able to play their game and come out on top feels really good. So we're going to enjoy the week off here and be back in 2 weeks. And lastly, thank you for doing the broadcast as well. Greatly appreciated.
My pleasure, buddy. Congratulations. A great win tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope everybody had as much fun as we did. Guys, don't forget to check out the XCAL Racing web shop at xcalracing.com/shop. Get all your gear. There'll be Jared Mogard gear before the week is out. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.